Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses.
Bending the law, bro.
Bending the law.
They bending the law.
They did it with the Carmelo shit.
But the thing about them bending the law is that we still finding out that they bending the law. How is we still finding out that they bending the law?
Social media.
Yeah, but like
that shit is the biggest turnout that they never expected social media to be. Where niggas done turned to they own verified type of investigators. Where they investigating shit, the police ain't even investigate yet. The police ain't figured this shit. Well, they did because they working with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Police in other states, judges in other states, they exposing this shit. Either Judge Mathis or it's another judge or another black judge.
It sound like they're making money off this shit. They just it sounds like one of those situations where everybody is able to make money off of it.
It's a lucrative, like I said this, but it goes two ways because I believe.
Ain't nothing, I mean, I get it. You know,
no.
It's
This
content, but like
this what I'm
how
saying.
the case not even solved.
This is what I'm saying. Evil, but I usually say stupidity is lucrative, but evil is stupidity because to keep people dumb.
I mean,
yeah,
it's all like I say, Trey. It's got to be like some type of yearly pattern going on. Like you got the George Floyd, all that shit. Like
I can't even say it's
some type of. I mean, not to take nothing away from the situation, but this shit do happen every day.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I can't even say it's a yearly thing because it happens so much. Then it's so much that's not covered.
They put a lot of publicity on this one.
Oh, this particular one because social media push towards this, and the thing is, a lot of stuff happen. Some people don't have the notoriety to be able to have people to push towards whatever this story may be. Because this stories of child abuse where kids that went through the wildest of wild, and you don't ever see that in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same as this case. It's something that's wasn't at the forefront, but niggas was like, no, that shit don't make sense, and everybody attention gravitated towards it. Then also, as you can say, it could be this ritualistic thing, and they utilize the algorithms for people attention to go forward and put negative energy into it. So I can see where you're coming from with that as well. But this happens. Just like years ago, the black girl, and she went somewhere with a whole bunch of white people, and she disappeared. And I don't think nobody got arrested.
Speak to this. How is this possible?
Ashley Cole's phone number. So how is that the tip? Like something has got to be off. Let me dig a little further here. So what is that, fam? That looks like the same number as the sheriff's department. Is there some type of mix-up? Maybe there's a mix-up. It's got to be a mix-up, fam, because there ain't no way these people are that bold. It's the same number as the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, 228-769-3036. 228-769-3036.
Yeah.
3036 is the same number as
finding this out.
Ashley Coles. Maybe that's some type of mix-up, fam, because I dialed 228-769-3036.
Because we already know they gotta let you know what they doing. We know that part. Because they can't just commit the evil without letting you know they do it. Whether it's TV shows, movies, books, shit, just media in general. They let you know what they do. Because if they don't, they can't do it.
And got sheriff's number.
Now, he does go through the entire thing. Just know he does call, and they do confirm that it's the number. This is why Benjamin Crumb did not have any faith in this quote-unquote independent investigation. Sorry, any faith in the original investigation. He had to call for an independent investigation. This is why he didn't have any faith. Because, listen, the independent investigation is being done by Benjamin Crump and his team, and they brought in a team of private investigators. if the original investigation, because they called Benjamin Crump calling for an independent investigation, Benjamin Crump expressing his suspicion and distrust for Ocean Springs sheriffs, they call that race hustling. They call that grifting. They call that somebody who is trying to manipulate the public. After this information, I don't care what gets brought up by the quote-unquote original investigation, which is the sheriffs. The sheriffs who told Nolan Wall's parents they can't provide them information because it's an active and ongoing investigation. The sheriffs told TMZ, we got evidence that 2 people seen Nolan Wells on an island after 4:30. Why are you guys quote-unquote leaking information to TMZ that y'all won't tell the parents? That makes sense to y'all? Clearly not. After this development, bro, I don't trust the thing that comes from Ocean Springs.
That's why I say it's
If it doesn't come from the independent investigation, I'm straight.
That's how you know these
parents might be in on it and all that. That's why
like
I
the
don't know.
like the Masonic shit you saying.
TMZ, how TMZ get it? Who is TMZ to anybody, bro?
None of these kids know the parents.
Man.
None of these kids ever met the parents. None of that's crazy.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not trusting nothing that doesn't come from the independent investigation. I'm straight.
Where your bike at?
Good, bro.
Right.
This is a tragedy. Who will co-sign this idea? Who is going to actually co-sign it? This is just, this is disgusting and embarrassing.
Crazy.
This is some nasty work, bro.
Proposal S would
He
fund
100%
art,
right.
music, and athletic
Nasty
programs
work,
in all
bro.
Detroit schools. Proposal S doesn't cost homeowners or renters anything.
Nasty work, bro. These niggas out this bitch just blatantly being dirty. It ain't like they being dirty behind the scenes or they trying to hide it, nigga. They blatantly being dirty. That's the wildest shit. Because with the Carmelo Anthony, they at least tried to hide it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They couldn't hide that shit with
And
it.
you gotta think some situations, like Carmelo Anthony situation, that nigga they should have left that shit private, low key. But it went public. The only reason I say they should have left it private because he probably could have got off.
I mean,
some situations.
I don't think it was them.
There'll be a lot of situations.
I don't think it was them because it was the Metcalfs that was going on all the interviews.
Yeah, but a lot of situations.
Yeah, they made the most money.
If they, yeah, but outside
Yeah.
of the money, if you just was to keep it private, he might have not went to jail, bro.
No, but
Regardless to him stabbing a white boy.
no, I hear what you're saying, but that was the point of the Metcalfs going on those interviews to have the light or the image of perception, public opinion, sway their opinion. So that was his whole point, because the mama didn't do it. You ain't see the Metcalf mama doing it. Like, she did a few interviews, but she ain't make it a living type shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to these specific motherfuckers that target this particular demographic or audience. You know what I'm saying? Just like what the white boys tried to do in the Nolan Wells case. Why would y'all target the demographic or audience of Brandon Tatum, who is a certified coon? Why would you target that? You got all these other people I know offering you an interview. I guarantee CNN offered him an interview, but he went to a person he felt safest with because he already know he not gonna ask him them hard questions, which he did not. Didn't ask him the hard questions.
We're taking this out of context. We're race hustling. We're grifting. Nothing happened to Nolan. Shouldn't shouldn't your opinion be affirmed? Shouldn't you go from, man, it's 50-50, I don't know. After talking to innocent people who don't know nothing, shouldn't you now be leaning towards, oh, he just drowned? But after speaking to the innocent people, you have completely thrown out the drown theory. You're now fully committed to Nolan Walsh was dead, damaged, they're concerned. Officer Tatum went live yesterday, and on his live stream, Officer Tatum accused Nolan Wells of being on coke. He accused Nolan Wells of clapping cheeks in the middle of an ocean in front of thousands of people, being a sex addict. So Tatum is now walking back his claims that there was no foul play. He's now claiming there is foul play, and the same people who told Nolan Wells parents they have no idea what went on, they're now all of a sudden speaking to Officer Tatum out of all people. Okay, this is very
in that part too.
very strange.
They-
Real quick before I get
They
to
ain't
this.
had nothing to say beforehand, saying nothing about the incident. But soon as a couple weeks ago passed, y'all talking to Officer Tatum. Y'all ain't talk to the parents, ain't tell them nothing about anything. And you supposedly best friends of this dude.
That was just presented to me, which could allude to potential foul play against Nolan Wells. And let me just say this right off the bat. There's alcohol involved. What is being told to me that 100% there's cocaine involved. There's multiple people involved. People that may have seen Nolan last, but it's not being truthful and coming forward as to what they saw, who was with him last. And we have various people that have come out or come to us with the information, and one was sent in a DM honing in on one particular person that may have been in an altercation with Nolan. Now,
Do y'all know who that person is? Okay, so first off, I want to ask y'all a question, okay? Do y'all believe Tatum?
I just
That's the
thought
first
about it.
question. Do y'all believe?
I'm about to make a video called Officer Tatum is the greatest investigator ever. Because he did the interview that exposed the murderers.
Go to the interview.
The interview, like,
I
okay,
didn't even see the interview.
man, that shit long as hell. But he break it down. I can go to one of his videos where he break this shit down.
You didn't hear the interview for yourself.
Yeah, I watched the whole interview, but I'm not trying to watch the whole video.
Yeah.
The video on this video.
Right.
And you can look at the body language of this dude and tell everything you need to know. Cause I know I don't be too deep into like the horoscope shit, whatever that shit is. But I know you Aquarius and you real attentive. I done seen it, myself, where you was attentive to a lot of things. So you can see the body language. Hold on, let me see. Cause there's so many videos since then. When it first started. These underneath arrested. No, 2 weeks ago.
The thing that I keep repeating again and again is start. Start with that one pain point
You ain't really
that's
been following
waking you
it
up
like
at
that?
night and build a solution
Oh, yeah.
for that. I was on a late night.
A former Mississippi judge have came forward and confirmed the police ain't doing everything they could do to solve this Nolan Wells investigation, potential murder. And it's probably because there are some very powerful families involved in this situation. Not only are they not doing their job, the judge will even take it a step further and say, yo, there are obvious crimes and arrests that needs to be made already that they are neglecting and refusing to act on. This is Carlos Moore. He's a former judge in Mississippi and current attorney. Y'all called us race hustling, endless chasing grifters because we say, yo, this Nolan Wells situation.
Take place. It sounded like the mom, the judge or whatever, or one of the accusers.
One of the kids, yeah.
Sound like she got enough power to hold shit off, but who knows how long. If
I
it
mean,
don't get held off.
to be able to get a phone call directly to
some
you.
should have to break pretty soon. Some might have to shake. Because if it don't, then all of this is for nothing.
Some gonna have to, but
investigation doesn't smell well, and we want an investigation. So we race hustling, ambulance chasing grifters. So now you guys got to deal with an actual attorney, somebody who actually knows the law, somebody who was a judge, who knows how the enforcement of the laws are supposed to work, and let him explain how exactly the police is botching this investigation and not doing what they are supposed to do. Now, as you listen to him, ask yourself this: if Nolan Wells was any other race, let's not even say white, if Nolan Wells was any other race, do you think this investigation would be going how it's going right now?
Hello, friends. Come on in. I'm Judge Carlos Moore.
Judge Carlos, man, say it one time for him, man. Judge who? Say it one time for him, man. Judge who?
Hello, friends. Come on in. I'm Judge Carlos Moore.
This brother dropped a 40-minute masterpiece going at the police for their 1 hour of investigation before they said no foul play.
That type of power.
Now, he broke down
Like,
why
to the
there
point-
should be people in cuffs in jail fighting a bond right
Okay,
now
but to the
while this case has been investigated.
point.
And he broke
Okay,
down the
that's a-
exact
that's a win
crimes
for
they
him.
have already committed.
That could be.
This is all
It's been a lot of shit that came up.
very
about
suspicious
P. Diddy
activity.
That was speaking about him murdering.
We know that
But there wasn't brought
based
up
on
in the case. It ain't
an
like
audio
fucking
recording and some video
Then you gotta
that Nolan Wells can be
It took
heard
this long
saying,
for them to finally crash
"Give
down
me
on
my
P. Diddy.
freaking keys." Excuse me, give me my
They did
freaking
it.
You know this shit
phone.
since the 90s. This 2000.
And there's been two
That's
different
3 decades later.
versions.
You know, I feel
That's
that.
Some
right.
say he said, "Give me my
I feel
freaking
that.
phone," or some say he said, "Give me my
2020,
my MF phone."
2020.
Regardless, he was asking or demanding his phone.
I feel that.
Someone had
I feel that. But
his phone
these kids
who did not have permission to have
obviously
his
got P.
phone.
Diddy. But the people
So the
in their
first thing I
family,
see, the simplest
It's
thing I
beyond
see
that.
That's
is
what I'm talking. I'm
who
talking
had his
about
phone
white
and
power
why.
versus black power. I have seen
And
black people with power just like
was that
how this
theft
white
of the
lady was
phone?
doing, this judge or whatever.
Sometimes we look at
Power that
the
she
largest
got,
case,
that
we try to get to
district or
murder.
whatever.
But the person that took his phone committed a crime right there.
Yeah.
There are witnesses
Yeah.
to who took that phone.
This is what we're talking about, man.
So is it
This
really
is how
money
it
talk,
looks
or
like
is it
when
who
somebody
you know,
really wants to
who
solve
you down
something.
with,
Connection.
what you doing?
This
It's
is
all
how
about
it looks
connection.
like
But
if somebody
because
really
the money,
cares. This
you
is
gotta
how it
get
looks
close
like
to
when
the-
there's a concerted effort to figure out what happened. You know what you don't do? You don't say, "Hey, do y'all want to talk?" Nope, we ain't got nothing to say. IG deleted,
Is it the money or
phones
is it the
off.
motherfucker
We don't
saying,
got nothing to say.
"Stop,
Mama's a
no,
judge.
don't."
Mama said don't talk. We good. Okay, cool. Hey man, there's nothing. We didn't find nothing wrong. No, bro. You get down to the bottom of this, man. If Nolan Wells was any other race, we're not even gonna say white. You know why we're not gonna say white? Right? Because when we say white, now it's race hustling. When we say white, now it's grifting. So let's just, if Nolan Wells was any other race, and his friends, now we're gonna say black now. If his friends were black, because we know how they do us. If Nolan Wells was any other race and his friends were black, you don't think if that video comes out of Nolan Wells screaming, "Give me back my phone," what y'all doing? They not charging them with theft, robbery, or something. They not bringing. Listen, they will be in jail. They will find out who Nolan Wells was arguing with, who had the phone, and once Nolan Wells said, "Give me back my phone," and you guys didn't give it back, that's theft. If those kids were black, they'll be in jail right now. Ain't it funny the police forget how to make people rat? They forget how to make people squeal. They forget the art of turning somebody into a rat when it comes to Nolan Wells. They've been doing it to us for centuries. Should we tell you guys
Get
what y'all
your ass off
gameplay
the
is?
table.
Your gameplay has always been, if you're trying to get somebody to squeal, if you're trying to get somebody to tell on something that took place in the neighborhood, come and pick them up on a Friday on something petty. And you make sure to pick them up at 4 p.m. on a Friday so they can sit in jail for the longest. Sit in jail all weekend long. You see a judge on Monday, the judge let you out on bond, and then pick them up again in 2 weeks on something very petty and have them sit in jail again for another weekend. And you rinse and repeat until they squeal. These are sheltered kids who've never been in trouble or been in jail. Sitting in jail for a weekend will make them start telling you guys what we want to know. But because, again, these are powerful kids with powerful parents, nah. Now, the judge would also describe another crime that would allow the police to bring multiple people in. Now, the phone thing, probably one person, but the person that probably had the phone, who knows? So the phone thing is just one person. Now, the judge would also describe another crime that could be used damn near as a RICO. You bring all of them in that was at that Horn Island on these charges and make them tell on each other.
If an affidavit is signed, an arrest warrant could be signed by a judge in Mississippi to go after that person that had that phone unlawfully. We know, based on his own words, Nolan Wells' words while he was alive, he did not give whoever had that phone permission to have that phone. So, was that theft? I think if an affidavit is signed, if it was presented to me when I was a judge, I would have signed an arrest warrant for the person for theft of that phone, based on what I've heard.
And if you look at the video, you know they try to cover their tracks. So they brought in Travis, I think, the black kid, to take credit for being the voice. However, that still don't explain what happened to Nolan.
It'd have to be an affidavit format, but if it was presented to me in affidavit format from law enforcement, I would sign the arrest warrant for, at least at this point, theft of the man's phone. We know who had it. We know who didn't report it to the family. The family had to go find it, and we know that Nolan Wells said give it back to him, and never did it. It was not given back to him. Why was that?
You said what? No, because
Type of something on there.
oh. They be having these crazy commercials about these games. These games don't even be none of the shit they got on there.
All of the other things I've stated, you piece it together. Is there enough right now for arrest warrants for murder? That is a good question. I do know
this shit is deep. I do wish,
You say you who?
they get to the bottom of it. I said, I do know this shit is deep.
Yeah.
And I do wish they get to the bottom of it. But how we seeing the sheriffs acting, they ain't trying to get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? The main sheriff. Let me see. Sheriff of the Nolan Wells case. Here you go, here.
Sheriff, can I ask you a quick question really quickly? Can I ask you a question? I'm Chantel with WDSU in New Orleans. I actually came up here 2 weeks ago to meet with you, but I think y'all were in and out of meetings about the Wells case, and then they told me eventually you just weren't able to come out. So that was like July 8th. So I'm back now. Wondering if you guys will be releasing any more details.
Asking if it releasing any more details
Concerning the case. The last thing I saw on your social media was on July 8th, the same day. So any extra details, or they just get the independent autopsy
That's why I say
results?
this is a money grab. They not even. If whatever could have been done, they could have went on ahead and did it.
No, they didn't do it. Like the autopsy.
They having all types of beatings.
No, listen. No. They had to listen. They had an autopsy report, right? Immediately, it was ruled suicide, whatever. Ben Crump and them had an autopsy report made out in D.C. Then other shit came out, and pieces of the body was missing, which is not reported by the sheriffs. So they like, with this stuff coming out, they asking them, nigga, hey, what's up? What information you got now? Because the information you told us now is not valid. You know what I'm saying? It's not valid no more. So since it's not valid, could you explain to us that? So that's what they was doing here in this video. They was catching him off guard, asking him, hey, what's up? Could you give us more information? You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's getting to.
Today, anything that you can give us? Okay, can I confirm that y'all are working with the FBI with the case?
Yes.
Okay. Any other agencies that you're working with at this time? All right. And is this case still under investigation?
It is actively under investigation.
Yeah, because at first he said it wasn't under investigation. Because obviously they ruled it. You know what I'm saying? What do you want?
Okay. So I was told by the district attorney everything is going through her office at this time.
And everything else should be referenced to the district attorney's office.
Okay. So y'all.
And
no
you
longer
looking at the
asking
body
questions about the
language,
case?
so he kind of froze. Like he don't know what the fuck this is.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just confirming. And everything else go to the district attorney. That's all I wanted to know.
As far as the media,
You say as far as the media, he don't like
Right.
that shit.
So pretty much it wouldn't be anything like pretty much don't contact your office. Be like, hey, do y'all have any details? Everything goes to her. Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you. My name is Chantel. We're from New Orleans.
That bitch sound like you
WDSU
dropped the weight. That bitch heavy as hell.
Okay. Yeah.
it's still actively being investigated.
Okay. We just heard that this morning. Again, this was from the press conference this morning. When mom said that y'all were saying there was no foul play in the beginning, but now
No
this
foul
is
play.
being
Yeah, that's what
absolutely
they said. Not
changed since then
suicide.
at all,
No
or-
foul play.
We said we're actively investigating.
And even with them saying that, it's like they said this
Okay.
is
And
off
to
rip.
confirm, this last
Off rip. They ain't wait no time.
Damn.
They was at the dock.
Examiner
They were
did not
like,
release
no
their
foul
report,
play.
Right. At this time.
And then
The district attorney's office too.
it's just fucked up,
You don't
man.
have to publicly say that's going to the district attorney's office. That's not.
With that being said, like, subscribe, and share. It's that nigga mine. And much love. My cousin Ike in the back. Much love. Stay peaceful, productive, and positive. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share.
Can I be real if it's boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them when torment snoring. Like you in your own home with a home phone. I'm on like E.T., got a phone home past the moon. It's not a movie, I'm about to fly past it soon. Spiritually, I'm roam alone. Physically, I'm eating off.